More on this rebel victory and where it leaves the jihadists. We can cross now to Middle East expert Jonathan Paris, who joins us now from London. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Just tell us, do you think this is a significant victory for the Syrian rebels?
Well, as you said, it's significant in an ideological sense. This was a big deal for Dabiq, for the ISIS people. They have a magazine, a propaganda magazine called Dabiq. You cited this apocalyptic victory in the future, according to their lore, which will be won by the caliphate of the Muslims against the Christians. And now it's in the hands of the Turks and the rebels. And by the way, it didn't seem like they put up much of a fight. They were pretty much overwhelmed. A couple of thousand rebels were sent there to reinforce, and now they're gone. They're gone southward toward Raqqa.
Okay, of course, Turkey helped them out with air power and tanks. And do you think this is the sign that maybe Turkey's starting to take a more active role in Syria?
Yeah, I do. I think Turkey realizes that they have to protect their border. And by that I mean the border between northern Syria and Iraq and Turkey. And the reason it's so important is not only because ISIS is becoming a pain for the Turk. I mean, witness this latest suicide bombing that you mentioned that killed 3 soldiers from Turkey, but also the Turks don't want the Kurds, the Syrian Kurds, to control the area on the border because that would give PKK, the Turkish Kurdish group that they consider terrorist, the ability to go back and forth from Syria to Turkey, to southeastern Turkey, where the Kurds have a large population. So it's more about the Turkish maneuvers here is more about the Kurds than it is about ISIS.
But John, let's just go back to talking about ISIS fighters, because, of course, we've been talking about Dabiq being symbolic, but it's also important, isn't it, in terms of how it affects the morale of the jihadist fighters, not least because Iraqi troops have encircled the city of Mosul, with their de facto capital, and are getting ready to take back control of it. Once that falls, and this other story from today from Dabiq, I mean, are we seeing basically the unraveling of the caliphate?
We're seeing the slow but steady defeat of the caliphate, but not yet the unraveling. Let me give you 2 statistics. One is the fighting force of ISIS has decreased by 10,000. 10,000 fighters have been killed or wounded. So their fighting force has gone from 25,000 to 15,000. And the other, of course, is they've lost about 25% of their land. It's the beginning of the year. They're about to lose more in Mosul. But command and control is still there. They still have these former Iraqi army generals types in senior positions holding it together. It's just that they're losing, but they haven't unraveled.
Okay, we'll be keeping a very close eye on developments, not least out of Mosul these next couple of days. Thank you so much, Middle East expert Jonathan Paris in London. Thanks again.